be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
May to the air once more. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Throw again is May. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And the Patriots first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's May again. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. Third down coming up.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on third down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos have it.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game. Like, I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Patriots are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to run. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 31 yards.
First down.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. May going to look to throw. To the left side, he's got Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. It's caught, left side, it's complete. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. What a big play there for New England. 45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Hey, Sean Booty. Touchdown, New England.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Broncos nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. They'll go play action with Hicks. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Harvey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They send Sutton in motion. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
What's his kick? He's good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the 1st quarter. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Open man, Demario Douglas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. May to throw again. He's got his man. It's Diggs. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
On the ground, here is Henderson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll go play action with May. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
On 2nd down, it's May. To the outside, he's got Diggs.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd and a yard, here's May. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He'll try it now with Henderson. And he's going to have the Pats' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 14-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll step up and run, and he'll take this one in. Great May. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Patriots 14, Broncos 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll manage only a couple. Harold Landry there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
One quarter in the books. The Patriots out on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down. Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. You know, it's really surprising to see him, of all people, let that one go. You just don't see him drop many balls. I mean, really, regardless of the circumstance. So, yes, there was contact. Yes, they timed it up perfectly, but typically that's a ball he's able to hold on to.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
A first down throw for Nix. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it,
trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And I think the Bronco player was able to get in there. He was. So Denver keeps possession of the football.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Made out on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
At the 33-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Moving outside the pocket, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That penalty is declined.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. May gonna hold on to this one. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
His kick is perfect. And the Patriots will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregalis to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Play action now. It's Nix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Harold Landry getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Nix to throw. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
To throw is Nix, and that is incomplete.
Intended for R.J. Harvey.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
They'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
That's good.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
A run, and this is Henderson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Patriots.
They get 24 on that one. 1st down, New England.
33-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal.
That's another.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll run with Henderson.
Henderson, the Patriot ball carrier. John Franklin Myers on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's May. A throat behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
There he goes again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw. It's Nick. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Back to throw is Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Broncos
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Broncos.
48-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Second down and 3. throwing. Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
This is our last chance. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 49.
A 49-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Throwing now is May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On second down, it's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. Just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
Throwing on third down is May. There's that man again. Another catch. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Patriot first down.
May to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
To throw again is May. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second and 10. To throw is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. And back deep is Marvin Mims. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one complete to Sutton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. To throw on first down is May. He'll go underneath to Henderson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. May to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New England.
They run on the jet sweep, and that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on second down. May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
He's got a
yards.
touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
19 more on that one, and another first down.
Patriots, first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On first and 10, here's May. That is caught at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Broncos 9.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. On the ground, this is Harvey. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Going up top. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Now fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
First and 10.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. Made out on first and 10. Pass completed to Douglas. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
For any long developing play like that to work, everyone on the offensive side of the ball has to do their job at a high level. First, the pass protection has to hold up. Then, the receiver has to be able to separate from his man defender. And then, of course, the quarterback has to be on time and on target with the ball. And when you do, you move the chains. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Out of the gun, here's May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 30.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll run. It's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Operating from the shotgun. It's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. They'll bring up fourth down.
Well, if that was a pickup on first or second down, you'd be thrilled. But here on third and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up fourth.
For the Patriots field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton.
Complete to Cortland Sutton. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3. Play action now. It's Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Harold Landry in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught! And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
A big-time play for the Broncos. 37 yards.
First and 10.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Broncos will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. To throw now, May. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 9 yards and a Patriot first down.
On the carry, it's Stevenson. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run a draw now with Stevenson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And he'll get about 5.
Stevenson, the ball carrier. The tackle by P.J. Locke. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 32 yards.
First down.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it. Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now Gibson. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
At the 5-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now May. This one caught at the 4. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
3 yards.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Pats will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
That's good.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
10 at the 38-yard
These can be
line.
tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
2nd down. Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is hot. And he will go all the way. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
His kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 33, Broncos 19. Will Lutz to
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Good for a Patriots first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
3rd and 11. May gonna look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're gonna move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Stevenson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the past. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 19.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's to the rookie out of Illinois, Pat Bryant. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. throwing. Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Broncos, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. He takes off. And he will score! Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 26.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense can take this one with 1:51 to go.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Stevenson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here with Stevenson. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
The 7-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll try and run. And here's Stevenson. And the defense rallies to the ball. Brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Broncos 26.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
Complete to number 14, Cortland Sutton. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, the ball's out. And the offense will get the ball back. He touched down, and that will be a wrap. This game is over. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.